Question, theory. Is Buffalo, New York, technically, culturally, the Midwest? This is a theory I read about a couple of years ago, and I want to ask people who actually would know. I mean, if you maybe say you live in the Midwest, but you've also been through Buffalo, or you live in Buffalo, but you've been through the Midwest, do you feel that Buffalo, New York, culturally, is more like the Midwest than it is the Northeast? When I first heard this, I thought that was weird, but I buy into it actually. So, in case you don't know, my mother was born and raised in Buffalo, New York. She moved down to the South when she was like a teenager, 15 or 16, but she was born and raised in there. And I've been there once when I was a kid, summer of 1987. I went there once. I've experienced the place back in the late 80s. But the concept is, from a cultural perspective, from a socio-economic level, I'd even say that accents sound more like a Midwestern accent than a Northeastern accent. I think the culture and everything going on in Buffalo, New York, which is already so close to the Canadian border, but I just wonder if you're from Buffalo, is that similar to being from a place like Chicago, which is funny enough, my Mexican grandma was born in Buffalo, but my Italian grandfather was born in Kenosha, Wisconsin, which is right outside of Chicago. So I see the similarities. I see how Buffalo technically could easily be considered Midwestern. But what I say doesn't matter, because I'm just a guy on the internet asking a question. I want to know the truth. And I do not know the truth. What I say is not truth. That's just me asking a question. I'm asking you. Do you buy into the concept that Buffalo, New York, culturally fits more with the Midwest than it does the North or the Northeast or the rest of let's say even the rest of New York State? That it's different even from Pennsylvania culturally, that it fits in more with Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, that's where it belongs, Wisconsin, those states, Minnesota, because there's all that snow, it's so cold, and they have that certain accent that fits. In my mind, I hear it more as Midwestern than I do Northeastern. Okay, you tell me right here.